All right, hello, thank you. I'm a math and physics teacher during the day. That's my day job. I teach math and physics, and people don't like math and physics. That's what they want to tell me as soon as I tell them what I do. I don't know why. I say, I teach physics. They're like, I hate physics. I'm like, I'm not trying to teach it to you right now. It's too late for you. I don't care. I'm not wasting my time on you. Why are you telling me? I don't know. People think because I can do math and physics, I'm really smart, but I can only do math and physics. That's it. Everything else, I can't spell. I was looking through my phone. I saw every time I texted somebody the word definitely. I've been texting them the word defiantly. For 4 years, I didn't notice. Someone's like, are you good to meet up at 6 p.m.? I'm like, defiantly. I will defiantly. I'll be there whether or not you like it or I like it. I don't know. I'll defiantly be there. I'm just like confused. I'm just doing my best. I always hear things that confuse me. Like I went into a McDonald's recently. I was waiting in line. There are these two girls in front of me, and I hear the first girl. She looks at her friend, and she goes, "Oh my God, I am so hungry. I feel like Helen Keller." I don't know either, guys. Okay, I don't have the answer. But I hear that, and I'm insecure, so I think it's my fault I don't understand. And like my first thought is like, I don't remember reading this part about Helen Keller. Can she not find the food? Is that why? Why is she so hungry, you know? How's her friend gonna respond? And her friend looked at her and said, "Who's Helen Keller?" And I was like, you know what, I think I'm doing all right. I have heard of her. So the first girl starts to explain. She's like, you know who that is? She's that little Jewish girl that had to hide. Yeah, I know. And I was like, oh, I am defiantly all right. I'm the smartest person in this McDonald's right now. I needed that, you know? I realized she tried to say, I'm so hungry, I feel like Anne Frank. That's what she was trying to say, okay? Which doesn't make... It's a terrible thing to say, but it does make a little more sense than the original thing she said, right? Like, I don't think it was the main takeaway of the book, but was she hungry? Yeah, I imagine she was. Should you compare yourself to her while you're waiting for a McDouble with cheese? Probably not, but was she hungry? Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I'm trying to be a better person. I want to be a better person, believe it or not. I'm trying. And whenever I say I'm trying to be better, I like to follow it with believe it or not. Because I feel like you can't really argue. You can't be like, I don't believe you're trying to be better. I'm like, no, that's one of the options I gave you. All right, I'm doing my part. You either believe it or not. If you have no proof, you can't back up what you're saying, just slap believe it or not at the end of it. No one's going to argue, you know? It's also why I've never trusted the Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum. Why is that on the end of it, you know? Believe it or not? You walk in the museum, they're like, this guy has got 500 safety pins in his face. You believe it or not? I'm like, what? Is it not a real photo? Does he have 200 safety pins? I got to count right now? What are you talking? Most museums don't ask me to believe it or not. Most museums, I walk in, I look at the art, I go, I don't get it, and then I walk out. But they have a different, more blasé, faith-based approach over at the Ripley's Museum. They just show you something, and they're like, this is a cockroach. It looks like Mick Jagger. That's Richard Nixon's couch. I'm like, that could be anyone's couch. I don't believe it. And they're like, fine, whatever. Believe it or not. Those are the terms. The terms and agreements of what we got going on here, all right? You don't have to... What, do you want your money back? You're not getting your money back. It's not Ripley's Believe It or you get your money. No, it's Believe It or Not. That's it. Just do that and you're fine. I have a friend. He's agnostic. He just couldn't figure it out. Poor guy. You know, agnostic people, he's walking around the museum and he's like, look, it's not that I don't believe. I'm just not comfortable saying that I do believe. It's not how I was raised. And the people in the museum were like, yo, we got one rule here at the museum. We have to go over this again. It's written all over the walls. You come in here and you believe it. Yeah, see, you guys are picking up on it. You guys are a smart crowd. Or not, I don't know you guys. I have no idea, but you guys did it. Thank you guys so much.